If you want your Canada Visitor Visa approved in 2025, you need to watch this video. We'll tell you how to build a strong application and other tips from our 12 years of visa expertise. Canada has one of the highest rejection rates for visitor visas in the world. In fact, more than half of applications were denied in the last year. And for some countries, refusals reached over 60%. That means you can't afford to make mistakes. You need to understand the requirements and apply properly, otherwise your chances are very slim. To start off, always remember you'll need to prove three main things: why you're going, that you can afford the trip, and that you truly intend to return home afterwards. The entire application is built around these points because Canada wants to make sure you're not trying to immigrate illegally. So before you start, gather the documentation that shows these clearly. The process starts online, where you complete the application form and upload your document. You can do this through the Canada government website or through iVisa for a smoother and more confident application. You'll then pay the application fee, and if you haven't already done biometrics for Canada, you'll also need to book an appointment to have your fingerprints and photo taken. After that, you'll send in your passport, wait while the officers review your case, and if you're approved, your passport will come back with the visa stamped inside. Either you pick it up or get it delivered home for an extra fee. Typically, the visa will let you enter Canada for visits of up to 6 months at a time and with a 10-year validity, but the exact length and conditions depend on the officer's decision. Now, about the online application and documents. To start, you'll need a valid passport and an email address for communications, and fill all the 7 sections of info that you're requested: personal details, travel details, financial information, education history, criminality and security, medical background, and family information. But what really makes or breaks your application are the supporting documents that you upload when filling out the online forms. Immigration officers look closely at these to decide if your case is strong enough, and if you choose to apply with iVisa, we'll do a personalized analysis of your application to improve your approval chances. So first is financial proof. You need to upload proper bank statements that clearly show you can cover your flights, accommodation, daily expenses, even things like transportation and gifts. But it's not just about showing you can pay for the trip. It's about showing that you're financially stable enough to return home. That means you should have much more than just the exact amount for the trip. Ideally, your account should show consistent savings for at least 4 months before you apply. For example, around 5,000 to 10,000 Canadian dollars for one person for 1 month. Next, your travel purpose letter. This is one of the most important documents. Here, you need to clearly explain why you're traveling, whether it's tourism, family visit, or business. Outline your itinerary, where you'll be staying, and how you'll cover your expenses. It's also smart to explain your ties to your home country in this letter. Things like your job, your studies, your family, or property you own. A good tip is to actually list all the documents you're attaching so the officer can see at a glance that your case is well organized. You'll also need to prove your ties to home. This can be your employment contract or a letter from your employer confirming your vacation and the expectation that you'll return. If you own a business, include your registration documents. Property deeds, rental contracts, even a car registration can all help prove that you have commitments waiting for you back home. The stronger your ties, the better. Now, if at any point you feel unsure, you can always apply through iVisa. We've been helping more than 1 million travelers worldwide with their visas, and we have partnered with official Canadian registered agents to help with guidance and support to make the process smoother. We'll leave our website link in the description. Then, other documents you might need are health insurance. It isn't officially mandatory, but it's highly recommended. It should be valid for at least 1 year from your entry date, cover at least 100,000 Canadian dollars, and include hospitalization, healthcare, and repatriation. Make sure it's fully paid for or at least partially paid with proof of deposit. Quotations or unpaid plans don't count. Then, support letters can add credibility. For example, if you care for an elderly parent, a letter from them explaining your responsibilities shows strong family ties. A spouse or family member can also write confirming you're just traveling temporarily. And a letter from your manager explaining your approved vacation and job position can be very persuasive. If you're visiting relatives or friends in Canada, an invitation letter is also helpful. It should say if you'll be staying with them and whether they'll help you with your expenses. Even if they aren't supporting you financially, having someone in Canada vouch for your visit gives extra weight to your case. And finally, if you're missing any document that could help your case, don't ignore it. Instead, write a cover cover letter or explanation. It's better to acknowledge what's missing and explain why rather than leaving unexplained gaps. All of this may sound like a lot, and honestly, it is. That's why so many people get rejected. They don't realize how much detail is needed. But if you prepare carefully and present your case clearly, you'll be in the small percentage of applicants who succeed. And if you want extra peace of mind, remember, iVisa can double check your application, help you avoid errors, and guide you through the process so you don't miss anything important. That's it for today's video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We read them all and we'll be happy to help. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel visa content and updates. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your application.